All right, friends, time for another amazing race recap. The European adventure continues, much to my chagrin.
Hey, I'm this latter half of the season I'm enjoying more than the beginning half, in all honesty.
Okay, here's what I will say. I do agree with you. Charlie and I have discussed things off air. I will say the double U-turn live event was the most entertaining for me so far. Because I did like the way it went and how it ended up. But I do agree with you on certain aspects that I wasn't too crazy about.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I enjoyed it. So, like Jeremy said, we do have the live double U-turn in this. So they do fly to Athens, Greece. Love that. I would love to go to Greece one day.
I've been there.
Yes.
On the cruise ship.
Oh, jealous. But so everybody's on the same flight, but they don't realize they're coming to meet Phil. So for the double U-turn, it forces two teams to have to do both sides of the detour. So, this could be pretty good. But since last week was a non-elimination leg, Adam and Joseph are penalized and get one vote already put upon them.
Right.
So, which is understandable,
I get that.
I feel like that's fair. But we kind of get a little debate. Phil's like, okay, vote. Here's the thing: everybody has kind of their big contenders. We all know Tucker and Eric, Joseph. Jag and Jas, and then Taylor and Kyland were kind of thrown in there. I was surprised it wasn't Joseph and Adam, in all honesty. But I mean, they did come in last than the last.
Yeah, I think that's why they weren't such a target.
Yeah, probably. So those are kind of the three main targets that everybody's kind of whispering about. Here's the thing that I told Jeremy that bugged me. So Joseph makes Adam do all the decisions because he's like, I cannot put my ex-girlfriend and my best friend up as this U-turn. And I'm like, this is a game.
Then don't play the game.
Exactly.
Don't play the game.
This is a game for money.
That's the main thing I have about this season is their previous relationships coming to Amazing Race versus complete strangers who will stab you in the back for the money.
Yeah. And I mean, it would maybe the previous relationships would be better if it was like enemies in the Big Brother house, like Izzy versus Jag. But a lot of them, they've all dated.
That's what I'm saying. There's too many interpersonal connections. And when Taylor gets super mad at Jag and Jas because of the whole female team and him saying we're going to put them on the vote because of what they said about the Boys Alliance, and then she gets I'm like, it's a game.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Yeah, own what you said.
Yeah. It was a little ridiculous. So our first team, unfortunately for Jeremy, that gets U-turned was Tucker and Eric. And then it goes down to a tie for the second team between Jag and Jas and Taylor and Kyland. So Phil says we're going to do a vote again. If it comes down to a tie, all three teams are U-turned.
And I was praying for that to happen.
I was too, because I was like, that'd add more drama.
Yes.
And Adam, who is the deciding factor, he's like, we kind of figured, Izzy and I can't remember which other team would vote for Jag and Jas, so we vote for Taylor and Kyland, and that ties it up.
Yes.
So then, all three of those teams, Tucker, Eric, Jag, Jas, Taylor, and Kyland, are double U-turned.
Which made it even better, so I did appreciate that.
It did,
I was like, okay, good. That's at least some kind of drama.
Right, exactly. So that's the end of our double U-turn. We do get to go for the next clue. They have to go to the Acropolis. So that gives them their clue to the detour. So this detour this time is music in the air or olives everywhere. Let me tell you, olives, could not do it.
I could have done, I like a dirty martini with olives, but there were so many choices. I don't know how you're going to me that seemed harder.
Yeah, because they had to taste and identify 10 different varieties of olives.
And know their names.
And memorize their names, yes. So that one I would not have wanted to do if I could avoid that one. Then for music in the air, they had to pick up and carry a Laterna and take it to a square and then collect 10 euros from the crowd. That one was kind of fun, especially because the teams really got into it.
Can I say, too, even though Eric and Tucker had dropped the basket and had to go back, and there was some backtracking going on, I did enjoy, was it Eric who did the handstand and was it entertaining, or was it Tucker?
Tucker did the handstand, yeah.
And it was kind of like entertaining the crowd, like, okay, here's a little sideshow.
Yeah.
So I did appreciate the extra element of entertainment to try to, instead of just cranking the wheel and begging for money, basically.
Right. Yeah, I was surprised, though, like you mentioned, Eric and Tucker forgot their basket. Well, dropped it, I guess. But then Taylor, Kyland, Joseph, and Adam forgot the whole entire stand that it sits on. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then, I just have to mention, per usual, Jack and Chelsea get lost.
Again.
They're trying to find the olive detour.
I thought they were going to get eliminated just because they couldn't even find the olives.
Yeah, they're always getting lost every episode. They actually show up after two of the three double U-turn teams are done with their last detour. It's like, guys,
how in the world?
You wasted so much of the day. And I don't understand how, if once in a while getting lost is understandable, but every leg you are dramatically lost. I'm surprised you weren't like the first boot.
How in the world have they lasted this long?
Right, exactly.
So Taylor and Kylan were the last team to leave, which I was kind of like, oh, I can't believe they're in last
Right.
place. But then when they get to the next challenge, they have to roll a boulder uphill for the next clue, which kind of looked fun to me, though.
Yeah, I mean, I like Greek mythology, the story of Sisyphus. That
Yeah.
was a fun one. And then that gives them their clue for their roadblock, which I thought this one was fun. So this was called Who's the Alpha? I wasn't sure how that one was going to go, but they had to learn the lowercase letters of the Greek alphabet.
So hard for me.
And like Phil said, everybody kind of knows the capital letters of the Greek alphabet, but they don't know the lowercase letters.
I'll be honest, I couldn't have done the capital.
No, I mean, I was in a fraternity. I know like the alphabet, but I don't know the letters that go.
Okay,
with
so
them,
when you were in Greek life, because I did the same thing in college, they tried to make us learn it, and this is how far I got: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, and that's all I got.
I can go about 2/3 of the way, and then I start to mix them up, and I
Yes.
circle back on accident.
Okay, okay, just checking,
Yeah.
just checking.
But so, not to anybody's surprise, most of the teams do struggle with it. Jas,
Because they're not in order either.
well, yeah, when they go, yeah, a lot of them think that it's going to be in order,
Yeah.
and it's not. They get there and like, oh well, I don't know these symbols because Jas tried to just memorize the order of the
He
alphabet.
didn't even look. He just goes alpha, beta,
Yep.
gamma, delta.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then one thing, Jas, well, he's like, oh, Joseph, let's work together. You memorize this line, and I'll memorize the other ones. And then Jas just abandons Joseph.
Well, finally, there's some drama then.
Right, a little bit of drama.
Finally.
I will say, I will applaud Chelsea. She only misses one on her first try, and she gets it done on the second try.
That is pretty impressive.
It was very impressive.
Pretty impressive.
In the end, it comes down to Tucker and Taylor. And
Oh my gosh.
Tucker finishes 2 minutes after Taylor. So then it's a hardcore race to the pit stop. In first place, Jag and Jas are back in the first.
Okay, I text Charlie as soon as I finish. I don't like this episode. I'm just gonna say.
I liked it because it added more drama, and it really twisted up the order of everything for the teams. So Jag and Jas actually made some Amazing Race history. They are the first team to check in first after being U-turned.
Well, that's impressive.
So that's pretty impressive. Jack and Chelsea shockingly get second.
How in the world?
I know, I would have thought they were eliminated. And then everybody else kind of shows up at the pit stop at the exact same time. Izzy and Paige, then Joseph and Adam. And then they see Taylor and Kylan coming. And they're celebrating. Unfortunately for Jeremy and whoever's fans, Tucker and Eric are eliminated.
I have nobody to root for. I did not like the way they were all celebrating before Tucker and Eric got there. They were all celebrating. It's not a team effort.
But
as a group, I want individual teams.
yeah, but I think they were celebrating more taking out a big competitor, you know, like Tucker
Well,
and Eric.
do you think they'll feel that way about Jag and Jas now? 'Cause I still feel like they're the biggest threat now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they're smart, they will try to get Jag and Jas out next. If there's another,
But I'm sick of them working together and like having that relationship. Like I love Jag and Jas and they're my friends and blah blah. Anyway. Well, that is our recap. God bless you, Eric and Tucker. You're an amazing team. My heart goes out to you. New episodes Wednesday nights on CBS.